This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Topping our news this evening, Scotland Yard says 5 people have been killed and nearly 4 dozen injured after a man went on a rampage in the heart of London. ABC's Molly Hunter has those moments and the heroic act of one member of Parliament.
An unusual sight on a calm London day, an SUV barreling down the city's famed Westminster Bridge. Watch as it races across. A woman near the middle of the bridge falls, lands in the water.
There was bodies, literally.
Must have been about 10 bodies.
10,
yeah,
12 bodies.
The driver then rams his vehicle into the gates outside Parliament.
I see that one car smashed to the wall and just people started running all over.
Police say the man armed with a knife attacked the officer standing guard. Shots are fired. One minister springing into action, trying to save the wounded officer. That man, identified as Keith Palmer, who spent 15 years with London police, later died. The suspect also killed. Pedestrians running for safety.
This House is now suspended, but please wait here.
Inside Parliament, confusion. The area placed on lockdown. People forced to huddle for hours.
This group of students was brought here just for the day to see how Parliament works. Little did they know what kind of situation would unfold.
Officials calling it an act of terror.
The terrorists chose to strike at the heart of our capital city, where people of all nationalities, religions and cultures come together to celebrate the values of liberty, democracy and freedom of speech.
British Prime Minister Theresa May also called the attack sick and depraved. And tomorrow, when the sun comes up just behind me, Parliament will be back in session. Molly Hunter, ABC News, London.
And today's attack happened on the 1-year anniversary of the deadly suicide bombings at the Brussels airport and subway. And people here on the Suncoast are sounding off about that attack, especially since there are a lot of people from Britain who either live here or visit here frequently. ABC7's Rick Adams is joining us live now from downtown Sarasota with some of the reaction here. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, even though this happened thousands of miles away in another country, we're still feeling the impact here.
I think it's just awful, and I don't know what is happening in this world anymore.
That's the reaction from Kathy Wilson after hearing the news about an attack near British Parliament in London on Wednesday that killed 5 people, including a police officer and the attacker, and injured around 40 people. Wilson is with the British Corner Shop in Sarasota, so she feels an especially strong connection to England.
When you think of all the people, the poor people that are over there just going about their day-to-day life, and all of a sudden it's like you just have no idea when, you know, a madman or woman is going to strike.
For 4 and 20 pasty company owner Barbara Posner, this attack really hits close to home. She was born and raised in Westminster, England, not too far from where this attack took place.
Devastated, worried. This seems to be an ongoing situation in the world, and we worry for very sad for the victims, very worried about family left in London.
The attacker rammed a car into crowds of people before stabbing a police officer. The attack and the carnage left behind shocked John Thomas, who is originally from Wales, England.
It's just such madness. The world's gone mad, and you barely want to read a newspaper or even watch your wonderful television because it's full of horror.
And for the latest on this attack, you can log on to our website at mysuncoast.com. Reporting live this evening from downtown Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. And now for a check on our forecast. A pretty nice night out there. Let's head over to Josh, who's in for Bob tonight.
Yeah, at least we can bring you something pleasant. 66 degrees right now with mostly clear skies, though there's going to be a few clouds that stream across the sky through the overnight. Humidity at 90%, dew point at 63. Wouldn't be surprised if these temperatures cool down close to that dew point, and there could be areas around the Suncoast, a patchy fog in the early morning hours. Titan radar remains quiet right now, so nothing to show you here. But check this out, the wind forecast. Winds pick up, and then by tomorrow, afternoon, gust up to 20 miles per hour, up to 34 miles per hour here in Sarasota tomorrow night, lingering into Friday. So that's telling us something. I'm just foreshadowing what's possibly going to be coming our way as we get into tomorrow. But here's the overnight lows dipping down into the low 60s. Back to you, Haley.
Thank you, Josh. The Jacaranda Roundabout was the topic of discussion at a special public meeting in Venice. The Florida Department of Transportation joined Sarasota County today to inform residents about upgrades to the roundabout on Jacaranda Boulevard and how to best navigate it. FDOT says in the coming days it will begin to make the improvements to the roundabout, and that should make it safer. Total cost for the design and construction will cost more than $1 million.
We're kind of making it a little bit smaller. We're adding a lot more striping. The angles and the directions that people enter the roundabout are being changed. The speed limit will be reduced. There'll be a lot more pavement markings, crosswalks.
The information they're providing today is extremely helpful. It'll get people used to what are the correct procedures for going through a roundabout.
FDOT says work on the Jacaranda Roundabout will get underway this month and is expected to be complete by the early part of the summer. An update now on an animal abuse case. A Florida judge has ruled the man accused of killing a flamingo at Busch Gardens must undergo in-home competency training before the animal cruelty case against him can continue. Joseph Corral was visiting the Tampa theme park with his family in August when he is accused of reaching into an animal pen, grabbing Pinky, who you just saw there, the flamingo, and slamming her down on the ground. She was later euthanized. Two doctors recently testified that Corral is not competent to stand trial. The Sarasota County School District names Laura Kingsley as Assistant Superintendent and Chief Academic Officer. Superintendent Todd Bowden announced the position change today. It will go into effect tomorrow and will become permanent pending a formal approval by the school board on April 4th. Kingsley was named Sarasota County Principal of the Year in 2012. In the past, she had served as principal of Fruitville Elementary School, assistant principal of Emma E. Booker, and assistant principal of Laurel Nokomis Schools. On his choice, Bowden says in her career as a teacher, principal, and district administrator, she has always found innovative ways to ensure that all children reach their full potential throughout their academic careers. Today, county commissioners heard from the public on a proposal whether to rezone 77 acres near the meadows, including wetlands, and they've come to a decision on how to proceed. The project is broken down into 4 sections at the site located along 17th Street. Commissioners have approved parcels 3 and 4, denied parcel 2, and will continue the hearing on parcel 1 on June 7th. The first consists of a 13-acre parcel proposed for expansions at the Aviva Senior Life Living Facility to construct 85 additional independent living units. And the remaining 3 are for the Meadows community, upgrade the aging infrastructure, which includes the construction of a new country club and 180 additional units. Straight ahead, meteorologist Josh Stone will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, the threat that led officials to ban electronics that are bigger than a cell phone from planes coming from several countries. And the push for support despite opposition, the Trump administration rallying for those last-minute votes to repeal Obamacare.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Are you paying too much for your cable or satellite TV? The U.S. government passed a bill mandating free over-the-air digital transmission of all broadcast network television channels. That means with the new TV Freeway digital antenna, you can get free HD programming from your favorite broadcast networks 24/7 without a bill. You just plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite broadcast programs for free. There are no contracts to sign, no hidden fees, and no monthly fees. Just free HD broadcast TV. Take it with you anywhere. Call or go online now to get your TV Freeway stick for the incredibly low price of only $14.99. But wait, call or click now and you can get a second TV Freeway stick for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee, but you have to order right now.
Call 1-800-809-5196 to get your TV Freeway. Call now or go to tvfreeway.com. So call 1-800-809-5196. This offer's not in any store. Call now.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Well, Josh, I think I've noticed just progressively we've gotten just maybe a couple degrees warmer each day over the last week or so.
A little bit, yeah, and it's, you know, very nice. People are
it's
enjoying
enjoyable.
the average light temperatures.
Right.
Let's check out the current temperature right now. It is 66 outside, and you know what? Earlier, our temperatures inland actually spiked up to the upper 80s. So that was quite impressive, and our average is 77. Not here in Sarasota, though. Our high today topped out at a beautiful 74, but not in the upper 80s. The average right now is 77 degrees. No rain at all. We had lots of sunshine, obviously, but we are now at that 5-inch deficit, and we really need to make a dent in that mark. And there's a possibility of rain coming our way tomorrow. Our radar remains quiet, but by tomorrow afternoon, this could change with some shower activity. The talk for several days now has been this tan color on the water vapor imagery. It depicts where the dry air is. It's been above us, suppressing any sort of moisture to develop, but now, as you can see, it's slowly creeping southward. So there's not a lot of dry air on top of us right now. More moisture is coming back into the picture, and that's going to help aid to some shower activity for tomorrow. This is the same cold front that stirred up some severe weather last night. Now it's advancing our way. It's not going to bring us any severe weather, but it could be responsible for helping to trigger those showers that we may experience tomorrow afternoon. Now, at first I thought maybe those showers would be inland, and I still think most of the shower activity probably will be inland tomorrow. Expect increasing clouds, but our in-house model does depict more shower activity along the coastline tomorrow afternoon, and some heavier showers at times. I saw one computer forecasting model that gives us a 50% chance of widespread showers, but other models are saying nothing is really going to happen. So we're just going to have to see how this plays out, but either way, maybe you just prepare for some light rain showers coming your way for tomorrow. It's not going to be a heavy thunderstorm situation by any means, but we could get a few hit or miss showers tomorrow afternoon. High tide for the boaters, 11:53 a.m. Low tide will be at 4:39 in the afternoon. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:30. For the boaters, increasing clouds tomorrow, northeasterly wind at 10 to 15. That's the other thing. The winds are going to increase as well out of the east and northeast with this system coming in and making the seas maybe up to 2 to 3 feet and a moderate chop in the bays. Temperature at the beach tomorrow, 75 degrees. Overnight low tonight, 63, but watch out for some patchy fog that could develop in the early morning hours. High tomorrow, 77, and of course the scattered showers come our way. Winds will pick up at least for a couple of days, and then we're in store for a beautiful weekend with mostly sunny skies and highs. Once again, Haley, in the upper 70s. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. Today we're learning more about the threat that led U.S. officials to ban electronics bigger than cell phones from several overseas countries. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has more on that.
The restrictions on electronics on U.S.-bound flights from 8 Middle Eastern and Northern African countries are based on new intelligence about ISIS. That, according to sources who say officials learned associates of the terror group are developing technology to target commercial airliners with bombs that look like everyday electronics.
We know that our adversaries, terrorist groups in the United States and outside the United States, seek to bring down a U.S.-bound airliner. That's one of their highest value targets. In the past, terrorists have hidden explosives in printer cartridges, shoes, underwear, and last year in a laptop, blowing a hole through the fuselage of this Somalian jetliner, forcing an emergency landing in Mogadishu. But now heightened concern about hidden explosives powerful enough to bring down a commercial plane. ABC News has learned the new threat information came in several weeks ago. U.S. authorities have urgently been vetting the intelligence ever since and conducting a series of tests to see how viable the threat is, finding that it can be done, according to one source. That prompting the new emergency order from Homeland Security requiring that all passengers flying directly to the U.S. from the 10 specified airports put all laptops, tablets, cameras, DVD players, and electronic games in their checked luggage.
The reason for the size restrictions really comes down to the amount of explosive that's required to overmatch, if you like, to penetrate the hull of an aircraft.
Great Britain is instituting a similar ban. The changes for the U.S.-bound flights are set to take effect on Friday. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News at Los Angeles International Airport.
Almost a year after the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, some of the survivors are filing a lawsuit claiming the massacre could have been prevented. Omar Mateen gunned down 49 people at a gay nightclub last June in the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Now, more than 50 survivors and family members of the shooting have filed a lawsuit saying both Mateen's employer and his wife were aware of Mateen's mental instability.
He had no hurry because he had the ability and tools to plan. He was gainfully employed by one of the largest private security forces in the world, G4S. He was given a Class G license to purchase weapons and ammunition through his employment of G4S. He had a willing accomplice in his wife, Noor Salman, who secretly aided and abetted his plan of horror and destruction.
Noor Salman was arrested earlier this year and pleaded not guilty to aiding her husband in the massacre. She is currently awaiting trial. We may be just hours away now before the GOP health care plan faces a vote that could repeal and replace Obamacare. But for the American Health Care Act to replace Obamacare, supporters need to get enough leaders to vote in favor of that change. Trying to win over those reluctant members, House Republicans have made some changes to the bill, including giving states more flexibility over Medicaid spending and promising to boost aid for older Americans to buy insurance.
If you want to see Obamacare repealed and replaced, this is the vote. This is the time to act.
Despite the changes, however, there are some that are still on the fence.
The opposition is still strong. They don't have the votes to pass this tomorrow. We believe that they need to start over and do a bill that actually reduces premiums.
The official vote for the possible change to U.S. health care will take place tomorrow. 24 mayors from across the state came together at the Capitol today. They're asking Florida lawmakers to stop telling them how to do their jobs. The Florida League of Mayors says this comes as a response to too many directives from Tallahassee that do not allow for decisions to be made locally by elected officials.
If we don't have the authority to solve those problems, then we're not doing our job. And how can somebody in Tallahassee tell us that we don't know what's best for our own community?
During the 2017 session, a host of bills being considered which give the state exclusive rule over a given issue and bars local governments from going beyond state law. First-time DUI offenders in Florida could soon have a chance to remove the crime from their permanent record. But first, those drivers would have to pass a specific kind of test. A bill currently in the State House offers first-time DUI offenders the opportunity to put an ignition interlock system in their cars for 6 months. In exchange, if the driver does not attempt to drink and drive, the DUI would be removed from their record. It's an option that could be court-ordered, or the drivers can volunteer to do so.
It will, number one, allow the courts to treat drunk driving more as the substance abuse problem that it is rather than a moral problem.
The interlock systems would be at the driver's expense, which is about $80 to $100 every month. The bill still needs to pass in 2 more committees before it is presented to the House floor. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's what's happening tonight. My wife and I are sitting over here like going, who do we leave in the will? Who's going to take care of kids?
Yeah, you're very nervous.
I'm not thinking about your job. Yeah, if Donald Trump saw you, he'd grab you. He'd just grab you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't hate me because I'm blingable. Get your bling on with affordable Spectralite diamonds exclusively at Created Gems in gold and silver, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill, I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on a pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Hey, Tampa Bay, join us for the premiere of a new St. Petersburg tradition, the St. Petersburg Seafood and Music Festival, happening Saturday and Sunday, March 25th and 26th from 10 to 8 p.m. at Northstrom Park. Savor mouth-watering Florida Gulf Coast seafood dishes by top restaurants and chefs, while you enjoy great live music from some of Florida's top musical groups. So grab your family and friends for the St. Petersburg Seafood and Music Festival, March 25th and 26th. For more information, visit seafoodfestivals.com.
I love big bling for little ching. That's why I only wear Spectralite diamonds from Created Gems, or I wear nothing at all.
Now, sports.
For the first time in the history of the World Baseball Classic, the United States playing for the title. The American Major Leaguers taking on unbeaten Puerto Rico tonight in Los Angeles. It is a rematch of an earlier game won by Puerto Rico All-Stars. Right now, the game is 4-0. The USA has the lead in the 7th inning. Tonight at Ed Smith Stadium, the Orioles hosting the Rays. Tampa off to a good start with 2 runs in the first inning, but Baltimore pulls through. It is a close game, but the Orioles take it after 3 runs in the 8th inning. Final score 7-4. The Orioles claim the victory. And coming off of that home game victory, our Orioles fan of the day sent in to us by Dawn Moran with her best friend. They are both enjoying a nice day of spring training. And just 1 game on the Suncoast tomorrow. The Orioles are off and the Pirates are on the road, but the Rays will host the Yankees in Port Charlotte. First pitch is set for 1:05 p.m. The NFL is making plans to speed up the pace of games, including changing how video replays are handled and how using a time clock for extra points. The league also is talking with the TV networks how to make commercial breaks less intrusive. For replays, the referee would no longer go under a hood to watch the play. Instead, a tablet will be brought to the ref on the field, and he or she will consult with league headquarters in New York. Also, to improve the flow of games, commercial breaks would be reduced from 21 per game to 16. Support by 75% of the team owners would be needed for next week's annual meeting for the passage of this proposal. That's a look at sports. We'll have our winning lotto numbers right after this.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
one.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Florida Studio Theater presents Piano Men, held over by popular demand through April 2nd. Attributing the virtuosity and elegance of the Piano Man, Piano Men features the works of 20th century's best pianists and songwriters. Featuring songs from music icons such as Billy Joel, Stevie Wonder, and Barry Manilow, don't miss what critics are saying is energetic with fun and playful performances that evokes hits of an era. Piano Men is held over by popular demand. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudio.org.
A Massachusetts business is helping disabled animals walk again. Eddie's Wheels for Pets builds custom-made wheelchairs for dogs and other pets with disabilities. The business started 28 years ago after the owner's dog became paralyzed. Now they have grown. They are making about 45 carts a week.
You feel like you're changing the world, and you get to see really sad animals walk in and really happy animals walk out. So at the end of the day, you can't feel bad about that.
Is that just not too cute? Every cart is custom built and designed specifically for each disabled animal. The business has helped more than 20,000 animals, including, get this, sheep, goats, pigs, and alpacas. And from all over the world, too. So they've done some amazing things. And we even we ran a story a few days ago of someone who built a little wheelchair kind of thing, whatever, for a goldfish.
For a goldfish?
For a goldfish. It was a large one.
Okay.
But the owner of the place was like, he was just so sad he couldn't swim. So they have them for every type of animal.
Happy fish?
Yeah, see you tomorrow.